Welcome to African-Australina. I'm Clyde Sharady. Thank you very much for watching this video. Professor Douglas Johnson is a renowned historian who has published extensively about Sudan and South Sudan. This Oxford academic recently visited Australia along with his wife, Professor Wendy James, and together they were on their way to attend an anthropological conference in Adelaide when they were invited in Melbourne to speak to a community event organized by Africa World Book to address the community about issues happening in South Sudan. About 100 people attended the event at a Sunshine Community Centre in Melbourne West. The event was organized by Africa World Books, a publishing company created and run by an African-Australian entrepreneur and activist, Mr. Peter Lual Rich Deng, since 2013. Africa World Books showcases literature from African authors in general and South Sudanese community in particular. It encourages and enables Africans in Australia and beyond to share their stories and knowledge by publishing books. There was quite a bit of enthusiasm from the community to get their books signed by Professor Johnson. Many people bought books from the range of books published by Africa World Books. South Sudanese authors and community leaders spoke about their experiences and the need to share knowledge through literature. Reverend Tim Costello from World Vision addressed the community on his experience working in South Sudan and with South Sudanese communities. And he talked about how literature can help heal the wounds and the disunity that is hurting the newly created Republic of South Sudan. AMA attended the community event in Sunshine, and we thought we would dig a little deeper and try to find out more about Africa World Books, the event organizer. So in this interview, I'll be speaking with Peter Deng, who is with us on the phone from Perth, WA, Western Australia. And I'll also be speaking to Elizabeth Gardner, who is the Africa World Books representative in Melbourne. Peter, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us from your busy life in Perth. We understand you are the founder and manager of Africa World Book. Tell us a little bit more about your organization.
Thank you very much for having me. And Africa World Book started in 2013, and the official launch was done on the 13th October in Melbourne. And it was officially launched by Mr. Thomason, the local MP of Puskray. And the aim was to publish books about Africa and by African, to educate local communities and our Australian friends about us, because they don't know much about us.
How many books have you published so far, Peter?
I think there's 40 books already. And next month I'll have another 5 coming out, so it's going to be 45.
Peter, what do you think needs to be done to encourage more people within African communities to read books and write books?
Yeah, I would encourage a workshop like the one we had on the 2nd in Sydney and on the 8th in Melbourne and the 9th. And Adelaide was on the 15th when Dr. Douglas and Professor Wildy came from the UK, and we had book launches. So I think such a forum would at least encourage the reading culture. And in order for us to be credible, to have that credibility, people must talk of what they have already written or what has been written by someone.
Tell us a little bit about the event on the 9th of December in Melbourne with Professor Douglas Johnson.
The event was meant for the 5 authors. One was from Queensland, and we were expecting 2 from Sydney to attend the event. And also there was only one person in Melbourne who was an author in the Dinka book, who has written the Dinka books. Yeah, the event was kind of coming together. People talk about books. Douglas Johnson is someone who has done quite a lot about Sudan and East Africa in the past. So it was about book launch and the community coming together and talk about the positive development.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter, for answering our questions, and we wish you good luck with Africa World Book. Apology for the sound quality that kept dropping throughout the interview. Now I'll be talking to Liz Gardner, who is the Africa World Books representative in Melbourne. Liz, thank you very much for making yourself available to Africa Media Australia. Just to start this interview, let me just ask you to introduce yourself to our audiences.
Hi there, I'm Elizabeth Gardner, and I work with Peter Lual reached Deng to move Africa World Books along.
Okay, Liz, how's Africa World Book going in Melbourne?
It's been going slowly and steadily forwards. We have a policy of publishing books by African authors, and I suppose for the most part so far we've worked with South Sudanese authors. However, we're expanding our pool of writers, so if there are people out there who think they have a good story to tell, they should get busy and write it and then talk with us about the possibility of publishing it for them.
Now, do you publish any types of books, or are there specific books that you focus on?
We're interested in all books. We have some children's books on our list. We have autobiographies, biographies, historical books, and it gives you a very good sense of the breadth and depth of African writers in Australia.
Liz, what would you like to tell people out there who may have a story to tell or some knowledge to share and who want to write a book?
Well, a couple of things, I suppose. You can always find a creative writing course. That sort of discipline that it teaches and the skills that it teaches people prove to be very useful when you want to write your own autobiography or any other story. So I'd encourage people to do a writing course, but if you think that your skills are great, and I'm sure they are, then write down what you want to record and bring it along.
How can people contact Africa World Book?
We have a website which is www.africaworldbooks.com.au, and on there you can find contact numbers for Peter and the office in Western Australia. And if people would like to contact me, then my phone number is 0419 530748.
And Liz, what will be your last message out there to everyone watching?
We need the support of people. We need you to start buying books. We have some excellent quality books which talk about South Sudan and Africa in general, and they're very interesting to read, and to see other people's viewpoints of your own country is really very educational.
Thank you very much, Liz, for answering our questions, and we wish you and Peter and everybody at Africa World Books good luck for the future.
Good.